Hello everyone, welcome back to another airport update of the Gemini Jets Pittsburgh International Airport. This is for March, and today is, well, it's April 4th, as you can see, so it's not actually March. So if you're a regular viewer of these airport updates, it is being the norm now that I am usually at least at the end of the month or even sometimes rolling on to the next month, as in this case. I apologize. Now, we do have some changes in this airport update. Nothing with new models, but it's going to happen over there. We have some changes over there, so stick around to the end of the video to watch that. Nothing else new. It's just, I don't know, normal airport update. This is for March. Routes are down below, the link in the description to go and submit your route for April. I know it's April right now, and they will be in the next update, the Google form. So make sure if you want a route, go in the link in the description. Anyways, let's just get started. Alright, first up here is a FedEx, and I apologize, this is not a stationary shot. Kind of a weird situation here at the end of the table. Anyways, this is a FedEx Airbus A310 landing from Memphis. American Airbus A330-200 crossing runway 21 right and departing for Brussels. KLM Airbus A330-300 taxiing to the runway for Amsterdam, and all the way in the back, if you can see it, is an American 737-800 One World heading to Denver or Gemini Jets 46's airport. Delta Connection ERJ 170 also heading to the runway for Detroit or Detroit Aviation's airport. Then a British Airways, and speaking of British Airways, 2 days ago, April 2nd, was the inaugural service between Pittsburgh International, the real airport, and London Heathrow. The reason I'm not really doing an inaugural right here is because, well, I've already been using this plane for a couple years, and it was on a 787-8, not a 747, but I thought that would be an interesting note to add. Anyways, this 744 is just leaving the terminal for London Heathrow, of course. United 757-300 departing for San Francisco. Speaking of San Francisco, also at the real Pittsburgh International Airport, they are adding more routes to San Francisco, more service, at least on United. So a lot of new stuff. Alaska 737-900 ER heading out to Seattle Tacoma International Airport. Okay, all the way to the left, that small plane, American CRJ-200, approaching the commuter gate from DCA Airport, Washington Reagan, and requested by DC Aviation. And then to the right, a Delta 767-300ER arrived from DOH International. JetBlue A320 pulling off the runway from Fort Lauderdale, FLL. Right there is an American Airbus A330-300 also crossing the runway parallel to this Airbus A330, as you can see here. But anyways, this is arrived from Charlotte, and Patrick's Aviation requested this. And sorry I missed your birthday, it was March 24th. I'm pretty late. Allegiant A319 taxiing to depart for Tallahassee International Airport. Now to the United gates. All the way at the end is a United 737-900ER boarding for Peoria International Airport. And the next one, United ERJ 175 unloading bags from Washington Dulles or Aviation 18's airport. At the end of the terminal, JetBlue ERJ 190 preparing for the next flight to Palm Beach as requested by Gemini Jets CLT. First up here is an Air Canada CRJ-900 beginning the boarding process for Canadian North Airport or Canadian North Airport 675's airport, which is, that's an Instagram. And next up, Delta MD-90 about to push back for Atlanta. And then all the way at the end, a Delta A319 fueling for Orlando. Now speaking of Delta, I'll be flying Delta in about 2 weeks, coming home from Florida. I'm going on a trip down there. I'll be flying back from Jacksonville to Pittsburgh with a connection in Atlanta. Both of the flights will be on a Boeing 737-900ER, at least that's what it's be expected. Not sure, I'm debating whether to do a trip report or vlog, so go ahead and comment, or not comment, vote in the top right corner what you'd think. Maybe a trip report, I'll consider it. So I really appreciate your input. Okay, right there is an American Airbus A320 loading bags for Ontario International Airport, or AV Plus's airport. Then an American A319 waiting for the next flight to Central Illinois Regional Airport. Then an ERJ 170 with the bags arriving for Portland, Maine, or at Maine Spotters Airport on Instagram. CRJ 200 at the commuter terminal before this heads out to Toronto. American A319S loading all bags for Phoenix. Then all the way at the end is an Airbus A321 getting catered for Las Vegas, or Las Vegas Aviation's airport on Instagram. Next up is a Virgin Atlantic Airbus A340-600 boarding for London Heathrow. And then right in front of me here is an American 777-300ER arriving at the gate, which is just right over here, from, I'm going to pronounce this long, Shanoan Asan International Airport, which is based in Korea. That's how you spell it. I definitely had to pronounce that wrong. And this is East Coast Aviation's airport. I'm sorry again for pronouncing that. I'm not good with this. Finnair Airbus A350-900 waiting at the gate and will head out to Helsinki. Then an American 767-300ER One World catering and boarding first-class passengers for Delray Beach International Airport, or Ryan Suarez's airport. Lufthansa Airbus A340-600 fueling up and will load cargo for Dusseldorf. Emirates Airbus A380 getting service and catered for Dubai International Airport, or ARC Aviation's airport. Okay, first here is an American 777-200ER boarding for Manila, Philippines via Tokyo Haneda as a requested route. Next is a 787-9 loading cargo on the other side over there for Paris Charles de Gaulle. Okay, right here, Southwest 737-700 fueling up for Baltimore, Washington, requested by Aviation 20. And next, 737-700 New Mexico 1 with the bags arriving that will be going to Chicago Midway, and the bags are right there. Here we have a Frontier A321 pushing back for Las Vegas. Qatar Airbus A350-900 left the terminal for the flight to Doha. Now as we're going to get over to maintenance, our first aircraft here is an American A321 in the US Airways being towed to the American Airlines maintenance after diverting here from Miami to Chicago from emergency landing due to an engine failure, and this was requested by US Airways 787. Unique request, I like it. So as you can see, we have our two situations here, pretty obvious. Our first here is a Southwest 737-8 MAX. Those of you know, the 737-8 MAXs, all MAXs are grounded. They have been for many weeks now. This is just the first airport update I've made until that's happened. So obviously I've had several of you guys submit routes for this aircraft. Obviously I can't use them because this plane will not be going anywhere. Southwest is currently, well, I guess all the airlines are moving their planes over to, I don't know, storage facilities or something like that. So maybe in the next update I'll have that go up there. I don't think they're probably going to make this go back in the air for a while. So we'll see. We'll just keep this grounded until further notice, I guess. Who knows how long that'll be. So unfortunately, this will not be available for routes until further notice. Then right here, I'm sure you know what this is about. WOW Air suspended all their flights. They're non-existent anymore. Not really an operating airline, unfortunately. They actually suspended service from the real Pittsburgh International in January, I believe. I did state in another airport update that WOW Airlines was in jeopardy at Pittsburgh. It wasn't the market. It wasn't the market's fault for Pittsburgh. It was just the airline, as you can see, was going downhill, and now it's just collapsed. So right now, this WOW Air Airbus A321 also grounded, just like the 737-8 MAX, as the airline suspended all service. So yeah, I'm just going to keep this here. I'm not sure what to do with this model. I'd probably just keep it for a while. Now, it is being taken out of future routes, obviously, because this will not be going anywhere. I tried to do some research. I wonder what WOW Air is doing their planes, probably either selling or scrapping. If anyone knows, let me know down below. Comment if you know what they're going to do with their planes. I'd be interested to know. So yeah, that's it for the maintenance. That's unfortunate. 2 aircraft suspended in one airport update. So that's a loss of 2 planes for future routes and off my model, I guess. I'll keep them. I'm not going to sell these guys. I'm going to keep them for a while. Obviously, I can't sell this. It's going to be come back eventually. Anyways, that is it for this airport update. Don't forget to go down below in the description and submit a route for this month of airport updates. And anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next video.